Tēnā koutou katoa, no mai, hoki mai ki Caddy Bach NZ, Chat Shit Play Golf Podcast. As you may be able to tell, it's a little bit rowdy in the background. We are here at the Velocity Range at Remuera Golf Club, so big shout out to them for letting us take over their fitting bay for the evening. As usual, we have Dion Ratahi and Callum Cameron. How are you, boys?
Yeah, good, bro. Kia ora, bro.
Bloody good, boys. Bloody good.
Mean space.
Another week, a little bit wetter out on the golf course. Oh, this is the place to be, I think. It's dry.
Yeah, hard up.
Heat pumps are on and some noise and some liquid gold. And yeah.
Nah, what have you boys been up to? You went up north.
Yeah, went up north. Didn't play golf, though. Tick boxes. Yeah. Up the bro there at the Manch. It was good. Nice just to get away. And actually, weather was way better. I got out on the beach and... Yeah, surprising. Watched everyone else's stories where it's pissing down. So yeah, no, it was good.
Couple of the boys played golf though. What did they say conditions were like up north?
Mangawhai was good.
Yeah,
like links, sand based. Yeah. I drove past and a little bit of FOMO, but then it rained and I was quite smart. Good. So they're probably at home with a cold, but it was good, bro. It was like it looked good. So. Always nice up there, though. Never a chore. But, man, there's some growth going up there. Wow-wee.
Just up there?
Just past the Tav, and I was like, it was raining, and you start veering off to a left, and there's another roundabout, and it's like, there's some big Bunnings is going up there, and more housing, like a little mini mall, I think, so.
No.
Yeah, that's good.
You do?
Just getting through it, bro. Just a bit of work. No golf yet, so just contributed to the 120 to 150 mils of rain we've had in 10, 15 days. Just getting it done amongst that, bro.
Yeah. Nah, fuck all for me. Here's some news, guys. Doing nothing.
Just going to work, love. Just going to do the pod. It's not work. You're chatting shit.
Before we get into the chat, I just want to say a big thank you to Neon Signs NZ. We don't have the sign up tonight because obviously we're in a different space. So shout out to them. Check them out on Instagram, Neon Signs NZ, and also Daniel Taylor. He was one of the guys that subscribed to our buymeacoffee.com/CaddyBachNZ. And your cap is coming. Honest, straight up our GR.
Yeah. No promises. It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming. Along with the polos.
Yeah.
It's the same air freight we're waiting on.
Some emotional people waiting for these polos, mate. Come through.
I just wanted to pick up on our last chat from last week, bro. The traction that we got off of the Whā Cup. We're not going to talk about this for long because we talked about it for long enough in the last pod. But the traction that come off, one, the pod, and then two, Whakaata Māori dropping that clip.
Yeah, that was dope.
Huge.
That was literally like...
It was massive.
That was like really massive. I don't know, like that was probably our best pod, like not being biased, but the amount of stuff that we could bang out in an hour with the Bro Seymour and like in the garage.
Straight up.
Just riding high, like you said, the flame was huge and hey, you boys organised an awesome day and awesome to see the footage come out.
Yeah.
You're actually quite a nice little roving reporter when you're not trying to get hit by a golf ball, mate.
Do you know who that was?
Yeah, I know who it was. Yeah, it was Max.
Yeah, bro, it was Max.
All his life.
All his life.
True.
I think it was deliberate, and that was the only target he almost hit.
Yeah.
You feel like a greenkeeper, eh? They can all hit a greenkeeper. We can't hit a pin.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, so actually, I probably should have stood next to the pin. I might have been safer.
What's the bro from Hongi the Pin who stiffed it on camera
Paul.
cue? Yeah, Paul.
Northover?
Yeah,
bro. I got that on the story too. That was mean.
Yeah. What a shot.
Yeah.
He ended up winning his division though, didn't he?
Yeah, bro, that's the one. Yeah, he did. But he wasn't there to take the cup, so I think his cup is currently in transit or MIA with our polos.
as you can tell, folks, there's some heat.
Yeah, well, bro, constant left, right, and centre.
Yeah, yeah.
If you could create a day like a branch off of the Whā Cup, like what would it look like for you boys? Like just coming off all of the comments of people wanting to get involved and.
I don't know. I think any golf course would want to put their hand up, especially I think Middleway does it well at that time of the year because, like I said, the greens were still firm and fast.
Yeah.
Not many other golf courses in Tamaki could probably say that. There's a few, but not many.
No.
Just some better weather maybe.
Yeah, but we're in that kind of period.
Operational wise,
yeah,
that was primo. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's plenty of golf courses that can do it.
Yeah.
But I think, some really good traction, especially, Māori TV coming on board and yourself actually doing some work. Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, relax, mate, relax. You, bro?
Well, I think that was it. Just to extend on Māori TV being involved.
Yeah.
I mean, the word went out. They came on board. I think the foundation was laid by all the clubs that were involved. There was, a lot of banter and a lot of positive chat as part of the build-up. So any organisation can do it. I think the key from an operations perspective, it's tapping into those clubs that can accommodate.
Yeah.
And, one of the reasons why we went out there was because of the conditions.
Yeah.
We knew they were going to be able to be competitive
just hold up.
conditions. Yeah.
Just hold up, no matter what.
But
It's probably what the players didn't see, and that's not tooting your boys' horns, but literally
toot me.
I'm loving it. It was literally, you boys obviously come from the industry.
Yeah.
And what other operations managers don't want to hear and last minute things, really professional.
Right.
Like that event was run so smooth. Like, Tolan give you any feedback? Like, it was just...
Well, to be honest, bro, he basically gave us everything. Like, everything that... Like, it was almost like we worked there just for that event.
Yeah.
Like, it was... He gave us that much control.
That's awesome.
In terms of back house stuff.
Yeah.
So we're able to log in, we're able to load people in.
Having control of that back
Yeah.
end start sheet, I mean, it almost sounds invasive, but it makes a difference. I mean, if we had been front of house, that's ultimately what we would have to do.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
for Tolan to give us, I guess, that much freedom, and him knowing what goes into getting 80 people off a 2T start.
From the player perspective, just awesome to turn up the tee. Everything was organised. You know how to run an event.
Yep.
We're all in the putting green. Everyone was open and clear, straight to the tee. You're
Yep.
giving out both you boys giving out scorecards, quick little rules, out of bounds, hazard. Just the normal spiel.
Yeah, yeah.
And then away we went, and I just loved it.
Yeah.
And awesome to get Golf NZ to plug it on their socials as well.
Yeah,
I think
bro,
just another little wider, just trying to get like we're sort of touching on is just Māori golf is in a grey area, I suppose. It's sort of where we're going.
There's a topic to be discussed later on in the pod, but we'll get to that a little later on.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
You've been a competitor in the field, and that's what PJ and I focused on.
Yeah.
We just wanted the boys to turn up, focus on playing golf.
Yeah.
Posting a really good score and then having a heap of laughs.
Yeah.
Once we finish.
Touched on that last pod,
Yeah, that's the key
Whā
to any
Cup
event.
is definitely...
Bro,
it's going to be a movement.
It's the event
It is definitely going to be a movement, and
It's
it'll be
event
on the
to play.
calendar, and it's definitely just it's going to grow.
With us being at the range today, folks, tonight, we have this ability to have a little bit of an audience and also see if anyone out there they're all just enjoying themselves. Anyone have any ideas on the Whā Cup and what could make it better? Want to come have a chat? Oh, I think we have one. Nathan Keenan. Microphone's over there, bro.
Nathan's never afraid to... Come on, Nathan.
No, they're all shy. They're all shy, guys.
I think they've already started the 9 holes, so I think it's all about winning now.
Oh yeah, we got Hara. Just over there, Hara. Kia ora, Kaz. Just stand in front of that mic, bro. You're all good. What do you reckon?
About Whā Cup?
Yeah, bro.
Fucking beautiful. The concept is something I've been wanting to see in golf for a long time, so to see it come to fruition with the mahi the boys put in, I think the boys should be proud, man. It was something I think we're going to look back in the future and think, wow, we done something.
Yeah. Nah,
So,
I don't.
Yeah.
No. Anything you would add on?
Sunlight hours. And a couple of strokes on my handicap.
Oh, you haven't been burgling. You've been handing in all your cards, eh?
I think
It's a good start, eh?
it's a good platform to work off.
Yeah.
If that was the first one,
Yeah, I can only
definitely didn't miss
imagine
much. Yeah.
what it will become. I mean, the bigger it gets, it's obviously going to be a bit more
Yeah.
logistics to sort out and
Yeah.
stuff like that, but awesome way to start.
Nah.
Awesome.
Thanks, bro.
choice.
All good,
No.
brothers?
Shot, bro.
It's the bro. This is the bro Hara from Clark's Beach, stepping up to the mic. First time we've done that, boys. How was that?
Cool. It's cool.
No. What also came out of that that traction with the Whā Cup and stuff were all of these crews sort of making themselves known. Like, I knew nothing about them. Like, there were, because we spoke about some that you didn't even know of, like Simp.
Yeah.
Right. Now there's a new crew that's just made themselves known, Brown Bogey Boys.
Oh, yo.
Then there's another one. Fuck, I don't have my phone on me. But they're down in New Plymouth, I believe. I don't know if it's some of your boys, but a bunch of Māori cats have just started up in IG. And then there's another one out in Waikato that's just popped up out of nowhere. Message starts going, "Yo, this is me.
good.
How do we get in?"
Yeah, this
That
is
was
exactly.
East Coast or somewhere, eh? There was a
Yeah.
crew over
They
there.
look like East
Kessie.
Coast, but they're actually in Waikato.
But it's exactly what we wanted, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just to get like-minded people like us
Yeah.
playing golf, talking a bit of shit, and
Yeah.
it's exciting.
All those groups clearly exist, and I think it's just creating a platform for everyone at some point to get together, and that's where it could go. You know, being able to tap into everything regionally, I think, is exciting.
Yeah.
It's just trying to jump on the back of, now that we've started something, keeping momentum going and not fizzing out. As long as it's consistent and you've got dates, so at least now we know September.
The hardest thing with the Whā Cup, right? And sorry we've gone on a little bit longer than I should have. But the Whā Cup needs to stay the Whā Cup. You know what I mean? There's 4 clubs. There's four rounds of golf that are to be played, and I think that should stay what it is. What we need to do is have a branch off of the Whā Cup that involves everyone else. So that's pretty much the goal at the moment, is to
Well, at the end of the day, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. But you say 10 years from now, why was it called the Whā Cup? At least then, there's the 4 pillars that started it.
Yeah, you've got your foundation for.
There's a bit of history behind it when, around the table a few beers and like, why was it called the Whā Cup,
Well, the movement has to have a lot of, I guess, byproducts or sub-clubs to actually give it sustainability. One club's not going to have the same sort of reach, so...
who knows what it's going to look like. But at least we've started something with
that's the exciting thing.
like-minded brothers that all just love bashing a ball. And we can all celebrate and talk shit afterwards and just literally take the piss out of each other.
Oh, yeah, bro. That was the biggest part.
Yeah, absolutely. From the tee to groove bar.
Oh, even pre-golf, like we touched on the last one, just the...
Everything about it. I mean, I guess the last thing that I'll sort of add to it is that I like the opportunities that it's created for all those new to golf. to taste a little bit more of serious competition and sort of that individual component going out there and posting the score. So I like the fact that all the brothers had an opportunity to sort of upskill and learn something more about that individual component, but obviously do it for...
I like that. Every score mattered.
100%.
So literally it wasn't just you turning up for a day. Every shot, every tap in mattered.
And one last thing on this topic here is the thing I like about it is that it kind of upskills each club because they have to put on a day that's almost as good as the last. Right, and it's going to be a little bit intimidating because you've got two ops managers starting off the tournament.
But it's a good base. At least they can learn from that, and you guys are approachable.
Oh yeah, and I've already said
what
to
do
them,
we, you know?
I said if you want to sit down, we can chat about what worked, what didn't work, what you need to have in place, any formulas that you need to have, any spreadsheets. Just give me a buzz. We can sit down. I can give it to you, whatever. But then they can go away for their own clubs and sort out some mean-as tournaments for their club days.
And I love that, whoever, there's plenty of businessmen out there that want to jump on board and promote their little business.
Yeah.
Some good prizes.
Right.
Yeah.
Next one we do, it'll be big.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
That's
Might even have a
exciting.
polo and a hat to give away.
Oh, settle down, down.
Maybe not quite.
And the
Supply
Shimano reel
issues.
goes. All right, moving on. Next topic, boys. Want to talk about the Saudi League and the PGA Tour ruckus. Thoughts? Do you have any thoughts on the topic at all?
Yeah.
Are you swayed either side? Are you just don't care? It's great.
I think if anything, I do lean more towards the PGA Tour because of its history, heritage, and the weight it carries. I think if I was to look at it in terms of almost evolution of the sport, you could categorise cricket as something that tried something new.
Yeah.
The IPL. So
Yes.
do I think there's space for it? Absolutely. How they've branded themselves, I think, is quite exciting.
Yeah.
They've thought about what it actually stands for, which is based off Roman numeral, I think 54.
Yeah.
And then the whole the past 72 thing, birdie every hole 54. So I like that branding component that comes with it.
Bonuses.
Yeah, but
Shotgun start.
Everyone out there all at once.
Yeah.
But if I be honest, from what I saw, and then watching Finau, JT, and Rory down the stretch in the Canadian Open.
That was gangster.
Yeah, for some reason I still got more excited about that than the live golf. But that's just me, But do I think there's room for it? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Cal?
They're just there's so many emotional people out there just having a whinge about it.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, I saw the tweet or whatever, the post that DJ put up, his comment where was it Tiger's made 124 million career and he's just made 125 million.
Yeah.
To them, they still love golf, they're good at golf, but it's their job. That's their job. If DJ can have more time with older Paulina and, family time, go out fishing, he's making bang.
Yeah.
He'll love golf again because he doesn't have to play as much.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But the traditionalist, I love that Canadian Open where a few guys down the stretch.
Bro, last group.
PGA's PGA, but what's the difference between European Tour and PGA? It's just,
there is.
each their own. It's like
it is. It is.
Yeah.
It
it's
is
like
each your own.
when cricket went to T20. It's always been Test match cricket. It's like sevens, nines.
Yeah.
100%. There's so
It'll
many
die.
examples.
You reckon? What'll die? This whole thing or Saudi?
There's piss behind us.
I think the chat behind it will die off.
Yeah.
But I still think that maybe Norman has a goal to make it successful at some point.
It's this new legacy, eh?
Yeah,
He's
and
a great
then
white shark. Like,
maybe
he's one of my
the
favourite
PGA
players
will-
growing up. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't
they'll-
hate the guy. Like, I know Rory had a little, you know,
Yeah, that 21 dig.
just a little salt.
Every sport's doing it. Yachting's doing it now.
Yeah, like even the American
Every
style, like, you know.
sport's doing it. So I think at some point the PGA might allocate sabbaticals. I mean, rugby players currently get a sabbatical and they can boost and go and make some bank.
I talk to the bro, like, you
still
don't
think-
cry when Super Rugby players or All Blacks go out and go to
100%.
France and England,
Yeah.
Japan. It's a professional era, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could be broken in 5 years, and what are you going to do? You know,
Well, if anything, it gives all those guys that don't have a full-time tour card to go, and they still won't
Yeah,
win
like
or compete.
Chase.
No.
Chase, right?
they're all
Chase-
playing for
where was
second.
Chase?
You know,
Yeah.
they're all just playing for a cut.
Yeah.
But this cut is huge.
Yeah. But where was Chase Koepka? Was he on the Corn Ferry?
I don't know.
Did he have a card at all?
Haven't done
he-
enough
like-
backstory.
Man, I'd like to know, but I thought
He
he
got
did.
paid.
I thought he made Corn Ferry, but yeah, like you say, there's so many, and it's the same in every other sport.
Yeah.
People go overseas to France, to the UK, pay footy, league,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So there's, I think for the good of the game and the growth of the game, it's got a place. So it'll be
Yeah.
interesting.
Where do you see, obviously, what tour they choose to play, majors?
Well, it's only the US Open that's come out and said yes at the moment, right?
Yeah.
Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah.
I don't know, eh? 'Cause
British
Brit-
Open,
Brit-
Royal and Ancient,
Yeah.
RNA, yeah. Masters is the Masters. They've
Yeah.
got their own, you know, they do what they want to do.
Yeah.
And then what's PGA Championship is what?
Yeah. Well, they've just done that.
Yeah, USGA.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think that'll ever
So
happen.
it's only the US Open that's literally trying to,
Russell. Russell some feathers.
yeah, Russell Simmons.
I think everyone at the moment might just be a little bit unsure about taking that lead.
Yeah.
But, you know. But hey, if it means that there's
Do you know
more
what's
golf
funny? There's
advertised,
a little kid behind us playing up, but he doesn't realise we're videoing, so he's just going to look like a amateur, when he's yeah. He hasn't realised at all. Can we get some raw fish though, Anna? Just plug in, yeah, thanks.
Oh yeah, if you can see them in the background, if you ever hear him referring to raw fish, that's them.
Yeah. Sorry
But-
about our friends.
Our friends, they're his friends actually. But no, I originally sided on the PGA. Like I was like, well, if you have the product, you want to protect that product.
Yeah.
I'm sort of thinking on the
Absolutely.
business side of things. I never really thought of that athlete side. I just came from that straight business. This is my product. I
Greg
wanna
Norman's been a
protect-
businessman since he, even when he was still playing.
Yeah.
He's always been the great white shark. He's
Yeah.
always had his shark gear, Cobra.
Like,
He's he's just
But yeah.
he's a businessman,
Oh yeah, totally.
and he's just the first one to do it, and everyone's been a bit salty.
Oh
I
yeah.
think when you draw a line in the sand too, and just referring to that business mentality, the money's coming from two different people, two different types
Yeah.
of people, two different organisations, two completely different setups. And I think what comes with the history and heritage maybe that surrounds the PGA is all that corporate funding that wants all that exposure, wants that affiliation with the PGA,
Yeah.
where that live golf, I mean, it's
We're trying to grow the game, aren't we?
yeah,
That's the
100%.
biggest thing.
So,
Yeah.
Even down here in New Zealand,
Oh yeah.
it's all about growing the game.
Yeah, but they're just
And
doing
if this
it on
is
a
going to
way
grow the
larger
game,
scale.
well,
Yeah, bro.
I see it as a positive. Yeah, there's politics in it, but name a sport that hasn't got bloody politics in
Oh,
it.
bro.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well,
Or-
you've seen like firsthand at clubs.
Yep.
It's the absolute worst. You think it's bad with fucking labour, and you're like, my priority right now is at the club, and
Yeah.
I find this is worse than that.
Yeah.
At times, but
At the end of the day, we're trying to grow the game, and with youth,
Place for it,
if youth are coming into golf clubs and seeing, we're just like here at the range, just trying to keep it fun.
Yeah, bro. And
Yeah, man.
actually, on that topic, let's talk about the range.
Oh, yo.
What, like, in terms of clientele, what are you seeing here? Like, you're usually outside. You're not in here much inside during the day.
No, I drive past it, but no. Oh, everyone and anyone.
Yeah.
Like the conferences, you can even book downstairs conferences, and then literally for lunchtime you're out hitting balls, and then back into a meeting.
Yeah.
That'd be quite cool.
Yeah.
I think that'd be quite nice. Like we did a first aid course down there, and then literally.
Oh, yo.
Yeah.
Where was the invite?
What's that?
Where was the invite?
That was last year. Well, the place has been open what?
A year?
Yeah,
and,
just
over
13,
a year now.
13 months,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you said 57
With a
weeks
couple
ago?
of lockdowns
Yeah,
involved. But yeah, I think the team are pretty pleasantly surprised on how well it's done.
Yeah.
It's forever growing. Like we're in the fitting studio now. That was sort of, I think, back on what episode was that? I can't remember when we
I
did the
can't
range.
remember. It was pretty.
It was
10 or
early.
something, who knows what it was,
It was
yeah.
early, but
Yeah,
But early. But I think now, obviously, being on camera, you can get a little bit more of a imagination if you're from outside Tamaki.
Yep.
Hit us up.
Oh, well, you can have a look on our socials. There'll be a few reels and videos that the boys have posted up. We'll share those. And
This is like Tempin bowling, but golf, I suppose.
yeah,
And again, it's no different to what we've just discussed. There's the PGA Tour and there's the Live Golf. Like this is a different component to golf.
Oh, this is just-
This isn't your traditional, or what most would expect your traditional warm-up or driving range experience
nah.
to be. So,
yeah, totally.
I mean, yeah.
When you
room
said
for it.
who's using it,
Yeah.
it's everybody who's new to golf.
Absolutely.
Kids, even tradies up the road aren't going to the local pub. They're coming down here.
Yeah.
And that's actually, I spoke about that on that pot that night.
yeah.
And
You
I
did.
thought it could be
Yeah.
very surprised because
Yeah.
not really a dress code.
No.
Maybe not steel cap boots, but everything else. But
Yeah.
everyone and anyone's coming in here. And do you know the biggest one? It's girls. It's
Oh,
females. It is girls bringing another girlfriend, bringing another mate,
Yeah.
and they're loving it. We even had a hens do down here on a Saturday.
Oh, yo.
It's like, you imagine starting a stag or a hens here. Just something to laugh at.
Yeah.
A few drinks in the sun, or not. Under lights, it's warm.
Yeah.
It's just another option, and it's cheap. It's like $20 a head for
Definitely
90
affordable.
minutes.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
$100.
Well, what's Twilight? $80.
Yeah, $20 a head.
Yeah, $20 a head, 4 players, and
That's 2
hours.
Unlimited balls, obviously, you're paying for
Yeah,
time
yeah.
here rather
Yeah,
than
yeah,
the
yeah.
other range. The older range next to obviously you've still got 15
Yeah.
bays. You're paying for
places.
balls. This is paying for time.
Yeah.
But, oh man, bang for buck.
Yeah.
Because what do you notice when you take your kids to the range? They just hit ball after ball after ball. And then you're like, well, there's my 100 balls gone.
Yeah.
This is pay for time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Mate.
That's good value, and it's an awesome concept.
It is,
wicked.
yeah. It's just something different, but, if you're in the area, you never know. There's no dress code. It's all open to the public. Like,
Yeah. Well, I remember when you.
friendly as staff. They're obviously putting on the Super Rugby this weekend. Up the Blues. Hopefully you can get it done against can tabs. But just somewhere different to hit balls and watch a game, or watch a bit of golf.
Is there
There's
still
tunes
a
on.
big sign on the fence out on the main road on Evans? Because I remember
Never
when
been.
that side over there first opened to the public, there was a huge sign out there,
Oh
banner sign saying
yeah.
all welcome.
No, it's actually not. Even the massive digital sign. They haven't really marketed it massively at all.
Yeah.
It's just been word of mouth. Did that video that sort of did the
Yeah,
rounds
yeah.
when we first opened.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
you boys
With Phil.
might have made a feature.
Yeah. Yeah, call me Phil.
Yeah. Literally, you guys got the invite. So I'm still salty and probably getting,
Well, I think I said in that clip that he did that we were going to do a Caddy Bach winter day in here, but through the lockdowns and stuff,
Yeah.
never really happened. So
There's nothing stopping us doing a Caddy Bach
Oh,
day
no,
here and
exactly.
booking out the whole place.
yeah,
Or booking out the whole downstairs,
Yeah.
That's what you can do here.
Yeah.
You can actually book out a whole story, and it's fun.
Yeah.
Set up a
That's
tab,
me.
away
Yeah.
you go.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe that's another thing on our menu. On our list to do.
Check out Remir and Velocity's socials.
Yep.
Otherwise, just get down here.
Yeah.
You know, it's the simplest way of doing
It's
it.
pretty mean. Like we have a few mates that come down here on a Friday or a Thursday. You don't know they're here until you drive in and see all their cars parked up in the car park. And
Yeah.
go, get fair.
Oh, it's good. It's a good vibe, and I think this is the first Twilight sold out. Like,
That's been
yeah, I think it's last year was probably a really good indication
Yeah.
of how well this could go, and yeah, no, the team's really happy.
Me.
They should be.
Starting on Tuesday.
I'm enjoying the upgrades to the range too, bro. That's wicked out there, eh?
Yeah, it's a good range, and always like I think the ball quality is actually probably one of the better ones around.
Yep.
Yep.
Always sort of near new balls.
Yep.
Quite important when you're practicing, and
The
hey, it's not a bad backdrop.
Mint as.
You actually practice, it's got obviously all the top tracer technology, TVs, so kids love it as well. They play like virtual games on it.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll be able to
I'm
see
not trying to sell the place, but
He does work here though. He does work here. It is his actual job. Not really, but you'll be able to see on the screen just above just one of the bays. He's got 66 metres to the pin. He's obviously chunked it into the water, so he's had to take a drop. But
yeah, you're probably wondering what is Winter Twilight, and it's literally they just play 9 holes of golf virtual.
Yeah.
And then we just have a prize give at 8:30, and you use your handicap for the 9 holes, and I think it's just net.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's basically $20 a head, 2 hours of golf,
Yeah,
and prizes to be won.
yeah, and prizes
Man.
I like this. I like the sound of
on
Caddy
a
Bach.
Tuesday.
I like the sound of
Tuesday,
Caddy Bach calling out other virtual golf clubs, retailers. Let's go.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, it's a good way to practice, because it's not motivating out on the golf course at the moment. Let's be honest.
Nah, it's not.
Yeah,
Nah, it's
130 mils, Carl.
Yeah. Let's not go there. We all know it's wet. I just want to quickly plug that we are still looking for a podcast partner. So if you are interested in coming in as a Caddy Bach partner for the pod, you can get in touch with us, caddybachnz@gmail.co.nz. Just let us know, drop us a line, or on our socials at caddybachnz, Instagram, Facebook. And you can find our details on the Spotify as well. So next kaupapa I want to talk about, and we touched on it earlier, is this Korowhā, Aotearoa and Māori Golf Association partnership. I think it's fucking awesome that this is happening. Also, about time. What do you fellas reckon? And I'll give you my thoughts after.
I think it's good. It's needed. I like the fact that there's some support there now.
Yeah.
And then hopefully everything else. There's so much that goes on in my head about pathways, etc. So I might just sit back and listen. But I'm hopeful that there's going to be the support first and foremost.
For me, I think back when I was playing junior golf, Māori junior development, there was sort of Vic Pirahi sort of started it.
Yep.
He was a massive backer, had obviously some backers to try and develop some really good Māori talent. Some good golfers come out of that, and then it's sort of, I don't know, who's doing it now? Like James Coops, he's obviously, but there's no real backing or anything from a national level, though, is there?
No dedicated program.
Yeah. So I think it's about time.
Yeah.
And that's how I put it. I think how are we going to mentor and find our next Michael Campbell?
Yep.
Taking on Tiger and beating him? Or where's our young Māori girl,
think
going through the ranks rather than getting to 16, 17 and then burning out because there's been no help.
Yeah.
That's why I see as a golfer. And Māori Nats is what every year down Centennial, but is that it?
It basically is, and they acknowledge that. We've had a meeting with one of the board members via Zoom, and he admitted that. You know, what is Māori golf? They do one gig a year, and then they back in the cave waiting for the next event.
I'd love
the
to see,
following year.
you know, where's a national Māori development side, and literally,
and if there is, there's no exposure, there's no support, but it's one of those things, and hopefully this doesn't come out wrong, but when you've lived it in these shoes and you've experienced how difficult it is as a little Māori boy, or through different education systems and different sports platforms, it does feel a little different. So I think the big thing for me is that I don't think those pathways exist, and our young do need a lot more support. And I'm not too proud to. I'm not going to be that guy that's too proud to not admit that. Our kids need positive mentors. They need support. It's just our makeup. It's just our DNA. We maybe don't need to be pushed like some other cultures. We do need to be sort of guided, and our hands need to be held to build massive belief and confidence, and that's maybe something that has always been lacking. But then you look at other sports and you look at all those pathways that are available, and that's one of the biggest things that I hope happens is that it opens up doors for our young to be mentored. It's one thing to go out there with big ideas, but it's how we nurture and nurse them through it, because that's just a reality. That Māori Pacifica young boy or girl just needs to be supported so much more.
Golf's come a long way in the last even 10 years. I think what Golf New Zealand are doing in the background, trying to just promote golf from youth, has been great. Like Love Golf campaigns. But now it's how do you hone in through schools or wherever. They're not going to come to the local golf club. Golf's not even probably on the Richter scale, really, is it? There's a small component in maybe different regions that golf is a bit more accessible, but it is just trying to get through to the schools that, especially Māori and Pacific, that golf's a cool little sport, and it's not an expensive sport that everyone thinks. It's just another sport that you can actually spend bugger all to get a set.
You can. You can.
You just need the right people touching base. Like obviously what they're trying to do now. And I think it could be massive. It just needs the right person, who's passionate. Maybe a dad, who's been in the golfing industry. You know where I'm going with this, aren't I? But hey, bro, literally as soon as I come out of it gave me chills, because I thought you could do something special with if it does tick boxes with you. But at the end of the day, at least it's happened. At least it's happened.
Hide out. I'll front up and say that as soon as I heard about this job, my eyes lit up.
There's the flame,
this is the whole reason I got into the golf industry, because I just wanted to see more of us, getting exposure to the game. Look how far basketball's come, in the last few years. Since Stephen Adams blew up. Right? So what's saying that golf can't do the same thing? That can't be on that same kind of level as basketball, league, rugby.
I'm surprised it didn't go massive in Māori junior golf when Cambo did his thing. It just needed the right people to start this partnership. Have a bit of backing. Because there's been some amazing Māori golfers.
Non-existent back then, and I think even if you look at golf, as a collective, it was still very minimised or limited in terms of its accessibility. And I think now you can here's a classic example. You can come into environments like this and get a taste of it. But yeah, hopefully PJ actually uses a really good example, and I think if those pathways can be created early in the piece, especially for maybe young Māori boys and girls, then I think that might be the key to keeping them in the game longer. You know,
there's plenty of Māori professionals in New Zealand. So,
well, we're trying to be.
Yeah, you guys are literally trying to fly that flag as well. You know, loud and proud. It's relatable, and you guys have been there. You know.
Yeah.
You were small once upon a time, and it is literally now you can use that passion. You you guys have got kids as well, and you've got kids that play. Yeah. You know, or played. You know, it's just trying to get that golf bug like I did.
Well, the best part about this is that, well, you know Steve.
Yeah.
Steve is a good friend of ours. He went through that system, and he's seen the flaws, and he knows what should have been there, because he's currently in sport now at the moment, so he can definitely help with structure in that regard. And then there's also Modiaho Stokes.
Yeah,
you know, he was one of those guys that idolised Cambo.
Exactly, I saw that video.
That was his, wow. Like Tiger was as well, obviously.
Yeah.
But to see someone that looked like him on the screen winning the major.
Yeah.
That was
just
massive.
A little Māori boy from Titahi Bay.
Yeah, bro.
Taking on Tiger and saying,
yeah,
who are you?
Yeah.
It's my cup.
Yeah. Now fuck up. Sorry, it had to be said.
Yeah.
Had to be said. But yeah, this role excites me. I will definitely be putting my name forward. But at the same time, I'm happy to see them pick the best person for the job. If it's not me, it's not me. There's someone else better out there to take on that role.
But it doesn't even need to be one person. I just hope that they've got a small little team that, or someone that is really passionate and is open to listen.
It's going to be a big job, because it's basically nationwide.
Yeah,
you know,
and you're starting almost from nothing. You've got massive systems, you've got massive support.
Yeah,
and like we've always touched, the industry isn't that big. There's some really cool people in the industry that would love to be able to help.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I think you just hit it on the head, though. You know, the size of the scope is just massive. You know. But yeah, I mean, hey, the partnership, like Peach said, it's super exciting, because it just brings, so many more good people into the game, and gives, everyone an opportunity to lead, mentor, and support. That's why I dig my heels in and continue to stay in the industry.
I'm going to see if I can drag Hara back into this conversation. Hara, this Māori golf partnership with Golf New Zealand.
Yeah, another good step in the right direction for Māori golf, Pacific golf too, I guess.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, just getting the people out there, seeing something with a brand to it, I think kind of gives it a bit more backing and gets kids a bit more interested, I guess, when they see it's attached to something along those lines. So I think it's exciting.
Yeah, because you've played nationals before, eh?
Yeah. I played 2-3 years maybe now.
Did you win your division?
I won the flights in the first year. Bottom 16. Yeah, but like the experience, whakawhanaungatanga down there, and the golf actually, like surprisingly the golf was pretty competitive. Everyone's sort of joking around on the outside, but as soon as you get on their golf course, man, it's game time, you know.
So, just like last Sunday.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so nah, it's cool, bro. I think it's a good step for Māori golf and Pacific golf. Brown golf, let's say brown golf.
Kia ora, David DeSoma.
The boys.
But Hara raises a good point too, and it kind of almost puts Māori golf sort of in that mainstream sort of limelight. I think but there's so many positives that just branch off this partnership. So really exciting times.
What I gathered from Hara is Māori golf is unique, and we know this firsthand from even on Sunday.
Yeah.
Like from Muriwai.
Yeah.
Now, traditional golf, I suppose, of what I've played in tournaments where you go play, amateur and stuff, it's very quiet.
Yeah.
Everyone's sort of almost to themselves. There's very clicky groups.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bro. Very.
But as you can gather there, Māori Nats,
it is pretty clicky at Māori Nats. I played there maybe 3-4 years ago.
Oh yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
It was my first one. I think I placed 16 in my division. Had to play number one. Took out number one. And then got pumped by this 80-year-old, just 180 straighty.
Yeah.
And that pissed me off, and that's basically how he won his game, by getting in my head.
Yeah.
I wasn't that experienced in tournament golf, so I had to pick that up.
But so you played a few tournaments here and there, but what was Māori Nats to you?
That vibe that we had at the Whā Cup.
Same?
Exactly that.
Yeah.
Every day. So it goes from Monday all the way through to Saturday or Sunday. It's a long week.
Yeah.
It's a real long week, but you get that every single day. And because you're playing it at Taupo, so you've got Centennial and then you've got Tauhara.
Yeah.
So the seniors play on Tauhara.
Yeah.
And so do the juniors, because it's a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
Centennial's pretty fucking long.
Yeah.
You know? So when you're playing off the back tees.
Awesome track though.
Oh, great track.
Yeah.
Great track.
Yeah.
But just seeing, it was the first time I'd seen Māori kids playing golf, and there were a shitload of them, and they were all guns, which made it even better. You're going, we're right, where have you been?
Yeah.
You know, so it's basically, for me, is highlighting all of these kids that are actually playing the game and playing them well. You know, we've got there's a young girl, Mia, who's off to the States very soon. She's got a scholarship. I think there's going to be a couple of news articles. She's already done one. She's done a Q&A. I'll share her socials on our Instagram page. So if you wanted to support her,
I think she's doing a fundraiser at the moment, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, the likes of her, like, if she didn't post that up, I wouldn't have known she was going to the States for a golf scholarship. You know, it's just, no one's highlighting, dare I say it?
No one's honing the talent.
Yeah.
That is the potential. Well, even look at Phyllis.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. Another classic example.
Yeah.
All of a sudden she starts hitting it far, wins a title, no one knew who she was, and then all of a sudden, then they start knocking on the door going, hey.
Yeah.
But credit to Philly, doing it, gone back, doing it.
She's entered the traineeship.
Yep.
So, man, just exciting times.
Yeah.
She's gone back to the States now.
Yeah, she's over there now.
She's missing that long ball, and won her first comp going back. Calm down, Philly. Calm down. Yeah.
But, like, all I can say is exciting times. If I'm in the picture, I'm in the picture. If I'm not, then I would still like to be in the picture, just maybe on the side. You know,
everything's a timing thing, though.
Yeah.
And you honestly, you deep down in your heart, you must feel this is something that the flame is massively high,
bro. Especially after last week, and then that news coming out.
Yeah.
Going, oh, hello, universe.
Yeah.
Just in terms of timing, how things have worked out. For me right now, this is great timing.
Yeah.
So, let's just wait and see, folks.
Oh, well, we'll see. All the best, bro.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, happens.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. That's pretty much our rundown for the show for today. Unless you boys have something topical. No.
Nah, I haven't played. Not really.
Nah, neither. I wanted to play.
KGC got a day coming up down at Clark's Beach, so I'm sure Huddle will get the greens speedy and some questionable pin placements, of course.
As usual. 23rd of July.
Yep.
Yeah, I played the last one out South Ed. Southhead are great, man. I love the staff out at Southhead.
Yep.
They just love growth.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they just do anything for you. The barman is the starter, or the guy taking the green fees, or the girl taking the green fees. You know, it's
Yeah.
it was cool. Always nice to go to Southhead, and I know greenkeeping staff is like one-man band with a bit of volunteers, and
Yeah.
every time I go out there, it's just such a nice track.
Mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you don't know already, there is a KGC day out at Clark's Beach on the 23rd of July. It's a Saturday because their club day is on a Sunday. You can find registrations on their Facebook page or their Facebook group if you're not already a member.
Yeah. Get yourself a sober driver,
Yeah.
because it's always
Yes.
a trek out of Southhead or Clark's, but
Especially if it's wet.
yeah.
Oh, we won't go
Enough
there.
said. Enough
Yeah,
said.
inside jokes.
Inside
Always
jokes.
inside jokes here at Caddy Bach, but
Peach, we might have to do a bit of conditioning. We might need to start getting out there and playing some golf. if
so
we're-
yeah.
we're playing
Actually,
in
just
July.
touching quickly,
Oh, right.
have you boys touched a club or
Yeah,
I'm glad you said club.
I
touched
swung one
a
before.
hongy the pin? Or
I wanted to actually, depending on what the weather's doing tomorrow, I might come out here, hit a few balls, or
right, you can do some stretches after we finish the pod, mate, and see if you can just a little chip and putt.
well, there's a great selection of clubs in this fitting room. So there's some ladies' clubs over there.
Left-handed putters, even.
Yep.
Cold lefty.
So yeah, I might see what the boys are up to on Sunday. Actually, head out for a round if anyone's around.
Sunday.
Yeah, you don't work Sundays.
Well, hopefully the Blues win and everyone's hungover.
Well, all
Yeah, go
that.
the Blues.
Yeah.
No, I'm keen. I actually snuck out. What's today? Tuesday. I actually snuck out Chamberlain for a couple, and yesterday in between some life admin.
Yep.
So yeah, feeling like I want to get back into it.
Yeah.
So-
Sunday. I think.
It's just not a bad time just to rest the body. It's probably been a lot of golf through summer. It's just trying to
Yeah, for some people.
work on your short game, eh? Chipping and putting.
But yeah, that's about me. Is try and get out on Sunday. I think won't be a big one for me on Saturday.
Yeah, well,
So
I think the schedule for July, August PGA comes out very soon, bro.
we've got Windross coming up too, eh? Windross coming up.
Windross is the last one, and then
Yeah. When's our practice run?
Oh, I'm actually keen.
Oh.
Yeah, I love a midweek game like I touched on the last pod.
Oh yeah, there we go.
And we were actually saying Windross could be a vibe, so
yeah. Well,
oh no,
Be dry enough.
all over it,
sweet.
all over it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
let's-
us. All sus a day.
Mondays always work good for me, but I can work in
new
any
head
other day.
greenkeeper out there, and I've heard the place is literally on fire at the moment.
Oh, they finally sped up the greens.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yo.
Yeah, the previous manager didn't like a roller, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
Well,
we heard too.
yeah, so stop with the whole reputation that Windross has slow greens, because
No more.
no more.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
new staff, just a new era for Windross. I think deserves its glory, because it's
yeah. The new GM started. Like there's a lot of all the changes are put in place. Like you say, new greenkeeper. So come at me.
I love
Let's
Windross
do
when
it.
it's blowing its
Let's
tits
do it.
and you don't know what to hit. It's such a cool golf course. You know, it plays. You know, short and wide, I suppose, when it's not blown, but
Yeah.
it's still 18 holes of golf,
Yeah.
and it's dry.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
that's the part I like.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it's flat.
And that, well, yeah, for us who haven't really
condition-
walked
like I'm all
walked
about
courses
it
for
right
a
about
while,
now.
so
Yeah.
probably the perfect place to go. You know,
Apart
for
from my
conditioning.
guitar, bro,
Yeah, if Brookie Henderson can do it, mate, so can I.
anything flat. Okay.
Nah.
Yeah,
All right,
bro.
boys. Well, we'll tee up that round at Windross, and
Yeah.
hopefully it's probably won't be done by the next pod, but here's hoping.
Thanks
And
to Velocity
Yeah.
staff. They've put up with our noise. They've been popping in and making sure we're all fed and hydrated. So thanks to the Remuera Golf Club and Velocity team here.
no,
Come
hard
through.
out. Yeah, exactly.
Shot for getting us on, Callum.
Yeah,
Appreciate
got you
that,
on.
bro.
Yeah, finally, bro.
Just 9 holes. Just 9 holes. Yeah, you don't even need a putt. You don't even need a putt, so they can't even complain about the greens.
All right.
Just the polos.
And you've got your hat.
Yeah, it's because I didn't give it away. That's why.
All right, like Callum said, thank you to Rim Your Own Velocity Driving Range for having us out tonight. Also, jump on our social channels, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, at Caddy Bach NZ. You can also buy us a coffee, which is basically a donation. You can either subscribe or just do a one-off fee just to help us along with all of the costs that come with running a podcast. I think that's us, folks. So please enjoy the rest of your whatever you have going on, and we will catch you next time because I don't have a next date for you. It'll be when it'll be. Thank you, Callum. Thank you, Dee. We'll catch you up. Laters.
No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't a home with my soul. On the road, I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't a home with my soul. On the road, I can't sit still for a minute. I'm so dead set on indifference. Keep it Charlie, stay down with them Dickens. Let's get around like it's the 80s, right round, let's keep spinning.